Yes, we will do this. It is decision making statements. In the last lecture, we learned there are various kinds of statements like sequential statement, decision making statement, looping statement, mini design statement. In sequential statement, the flow of the program will be one after another. Means the way you write down the statement, that way it will be executed. But in decision making statement, you can change the flow to control of your program as per your conditions or requirements. So, in today's lecture, we will study decision control statement. So, what are the decision control statement? How it is written? And what are the different types of decision control statement? We can have if, nested if, rather if, else if. You can use switch case also. Even in looping statement, you can use the decision making statement also. You will understand what is the meaning of decision making statement, how we will use it, how the flow control of the program is going to be changed, and how would you put the condition on your program. We will also learn there are two kinds of the statement decision making. One is uh, uh, one is unconditional, like go to, break, continue. You will also learn how to use them, and you will also learn how decision making statements are used in looping statement also. So what is decision control statement? In computer programming, decision control instructions are used to control the flow of program execution based on condition. Like you want to take a decision, how? Suppose you want to input a number, you want to check whether it is even or odd, or you want to input a year, you want to check whether it is leap year or not. Like you input a number to check whether it is a prime number or not. Just based on the condition, you have to take a decision. So you can use decision control instruction. So decision control instruction helps you to take the decision. So in computer programming, decision control instructions are used to control the flow of program execution based on condition. The decision control instructions evaluate a condition depending upon the condition whether it is true or false. If it is true, then one block of statement will be executed. If it is false, the other block of statement will be executed. So using decision control statement, we can control the flow of program. Uh, uh, a programmer can design their program as they want, how their program should execute. So in such a way that it executes certain statement based on the outcome of condition. So in decision control statement, we can have single statement or we can have group of statement. So in single statement, we can put it directly, but group of statement we put in a block. Block means there would be a curly braces opening and closing brace. So we have to put it group of statement over there. So if the condition is true, then after condition is true, then block of statement will be executed. If condition is false, else block of statement will be executed. You see, here we have a program control statement, like we have a selection statement or iteration statement. Iteration is looping statement. Looping statement means when you have to repeat a task multiple times. On the basis of multiple times, you have to take a decision. So you can put your decision over in iterations statement also. In selection or branching, you have two kind of statement: conditional and unconditional. For conditional, you have a statement construct if else if. When you have a one condition, you have to take a decision. Simply, if this condition is to do this, if you have a like a decision like this way, if this condition it will do this works, otherwise post do that. If you have multiple conditions, you can use if else if here. And you have a Swiss statement also. You can use Swiss statement also for multiple decisions. And you can use Swiss statement also. And you have to select any one of them. We use Swiss statement also. There are unconditional statement break. Break, you can put it in Swiss statement also when you want to come out from a particular block of statement, you use break statement. Break, continue, we always use inside the loop statement. When you want to come out and you want to terminate a loop, we use break statement. And when you want to skip a specific condition, we can use continuous statement. For go to, we use go to label. It is an unconditional just statement. If you have been caught in some logic of the problem and you want to come out from that loop, you can use go to statement, but it should be avoided. It should not be used. It is not a good practice for a programmer to use it, but you should understand how to use it. Go to label. So when you want to jump from one statement to another, you can use go to statement. In migration, we have three types of looping statement as earlier in the last lecture I have told you. We can use for, we can use while, we can use do while. We prefer for when we in advance know how many times the loop has to be executed. While is called entry loop. While we prefer when we want to when we want to execute a block of statement only when the condition is true. Do while is called an exit loop. Do while when we don't know whether the condition is true or not, but we want to execute a block of statement. So we prefer do while. So these are the construct or type of statement you will use in decision making statement. Whenever you design your program, you should know how many types of the condition statement you can use it, how many types of the decision you can make it, whether you want to make a single decision or you want to make a multiple decision. For single decision, you can use it. Even for multiple decision, you can use it for say or switch statement. Why do we prefer decision-making statements? Suppose you are writing an application program. So there is a first page, or you can say you are designing a website. There is a first page that you would allow your website to those users who are authenticated. Authenticate user means they have a authorization, authentication access right. You have given them the permission who can access your website. So you would give them their test for login ID and password. Once their ID and password are verified, then you would allow them to access or to visit your website. So this is the decision. These kind of the decision you can make in your program. You can design your logic for such kind of the statement to be verified. Or otherwise, you can display an error message when credentials are not correct or not entered valid during verifications. So you can pop up a error message also. By using decision-making statement, you can have control of your program in your hand. In C, we will use there are different data types. We have char data type, we have string data type. String data type, there is no string data type. Basically, string is an array of character. We have char and array of char. Array of char is for the string. So there is a difference between char and array of char. Array of character is known as string. You have more than one character. String always terminates with null. So you have to store one extra space for string. In char, you initialize with a single quotes, but string you initialize with double quotes. For string, you have a string library, string.h. You can verify login password by using strcmp string compare function. For that string compare function, you have to include string.h header file. So we have a different type of if statement. By using if statement, suppose you want to check whether our input year is leap year or not, you can use if statements. And in leap year, you can check, there are the multiple conditions, if a number is divisible by 400, it is completely leap year. Otherwise, if a number is not divisible, divisible by 400 but not 100, so you can use that is not a leap year. You can use if a statement or nested if statements like suppose you want to print a grade for the various students in a class, so you can check the percentage. You have a different kind of grades like A plus, B plus, C plus. So for that, you can use nested if statement or else if statement or switch statement also. Nested if means you can put if inside an if statement. So that is called nested if. If inside if is called nested if. Else if you have a multiple condition, if first condition is false, then you go to another condition by using else if. If second condition is false, then you can put it in else if third condition and so on. Switch. In switch play, we have an expression or choice or a choice variable or expression constant or expression variable. This will match with the expression or choice variable, then only that block of statement will be executed. See, the syntax of this statement. If statement, as you know, in C programming language, if statement is a decision control statement. It is used to execute a block of code based on the condition. If the condition is true, then block of statement will be executed. So basically, decision-making statements are used to have the control flow of execution of your statement in your app. Suppose like this way, in flowcharts, what is flowchart? Flowchart is a graphical representation of solution of problem. So first, if you want to solve the problem, you can use, there are various tools. You can use flowchart, you can write down pseudocode or algorithm. After that, you can convert your pseudocode algorithm in your C programming language. So in flowchart, we have a graphical representation of solution of problem. So in decision-making statement, we use decision words to test whether the condition is true or not. So what is the syntax? If, then it followed by condition. Condition would be put in the parenthesis. And if there are multiple statements, you can put this block of statement in opening and closing, inside the opening and closing brace. So this is called block of statement. If there is only one statement, then this is optional. But if there are multiple statements, then you have to use, then you have to put your multiple statement in this opening and closing brace. This is called block of statement. So if condition is true, then this statement will be executed. Like how, suppose if you want to check whether if you are entering the age and if you want to check whether age is more than 55, then you are displaying the message person retired. If this condition is true, then this statement will be executed. Suppose if this condition is false, then If we have an if statement, after that we do not have any statement, then it won't perform any action. The control will come to the next statement after ifs. After if. So that's why we use else statement. If the condition is false, then you want to take a decision, you can use else statement. Like this is the syntax if condition, then this block of statement will be executed. This block of statement will be executed only when the condition is true. Let's see. In this example, we have a variable a. A is for local variable. What does it mean, local variable? In C, we have four types of storage classes. Storage class which represent how data is stored in memory and how data is accessed from the memory. So there are four storage class. One is auto. The auto keyword is optional. By default, they are by default. Whenever you declare a variable, they become auto. Auto means local variable. The accessibility of local variable is within the block or within the program. So this is a local variable A. You can use only inside the program. So here you are initialization. You are giving an initial value to variable A. So now it is testing if A less than 20. So we have given here A 10. So 10 is less than 20. Then it will then the control will come here in this statement and it will print A is less than 20. Suppose if the condition is false, then this statement won't be this block of statement won't be executed. Then the control automatically comes here, printf value of a is percentage p slash and comma. You know, for integer we use format specification percentage p. Slash n is for nearby. Return zero. Why do we use return zero? If we have used it before main, so main is the main function where C program start compiling. So if you have written int before main, so it will return an integer value. So that's why we after end of the program, at the last statement of the program would be return zero. When you compile it, you will execute, but here the condition is true, so it will print A is less than 1. And after that, once this condition is true, the control will come here after this block. So it will also print the value of A is 10. So output would be A is less than 20 and value of A is 10. Says if else statement. If condition is false, then the control will goes to else block. If a statement in C programming language, again it is a decision control statement which is used to execute a block of code if certain condition is true and if condition is false, then another block of statement will be executed. See, look at in the flow chart, this decision box will test the condition. If this condition is true, so then this block will be executed. If it is false, then else block will be executed. This is the syntax if condition X. If this condition X is true, then this statement will be executed. If it is false, then after else block will be executed. So this is the syntax for if else. Like sports, you want to compare two numbers. You want to take a decision which number is largest, maybe the first, maybe second. So you can put it if condition like there are two numbers first A and B. So you can compare here if A greater than B, so then you have to go to this block. First number is largest. If it is false, then you have to go to S now. And second is largest. So you can use if else like this. Here again is a local variable. You are giving an initial value to variable A is 100. So here it is testing A 100 less than 20. No, it is false. So the control will come to the else. A is not less than 20. After that, it will print this statement, and after that, the value of A is 100. So this would be the output. A is not less than 20, else block will be executed because the condition is false. The value of A is 100, which is greater than 20. So the control will come to the else block. And after the control will come A for S, then the next statement will be executed. And here the next statement is print up statement. How if statement is used and how if and else is used. Now nested if. What is nested if? You can put if inside a if, it is what? Nested if statement. When you have a multiple conditions and you want to execute, you want to pick up any one of them, so you can use nested if statement. In C programming language, nested if statements are used when there are multiple conditions that need to be checked in a specific order. A nested if statement is an if statement that is placed inside if statement. Look at the syntax. If condition X, if this condition X is true, then this statement X will be executed. If this condition is false, then the control comes here in else part. Again, this condition will be tested. If this condition is true, then statement Y will be executed. Otherwise, the next will be check statement like else statement. Z means if that statement is false, to statement Z will be executed. Otherwise, if by default the last statement will be executed. So look at in the flow chart. So this is the beginning of the program. First, it tests the condition 1. If it is true, then it tests the condition 2. If it is true, the control comes here. If it is false, then this statement will be executed. And suppose if the condition 1 is false, then control will come here directly. If condition is true, then it goes inside another if condition. If first condition is false, directly it goes to the default statement. This is the way how else if or nested if level works. See, look at how it works. When the condition available in the if block is true, there will be an execution of the provided statement. When it is false, the program will check the next condition. Means it will come inside another if statement. So if it is true, the execution of the statement related to that condition is executed. Even if it is, if that also false, then the control goes to the else of nested if. So we have many type of cases as you can, as you want to make in your program. You have many type of cases as possible. So there must be just one type of default statement. Look at the example here. Suppose there are two numbers, you want to compare it, like let A and B are two numbers, integer or data type. So you have initialized A by 40 and B by 20. So you are comparing it. Greater than, these are known as relational operator, as you know. There are different type of operator, arithmetic operator. If you want to perform arithmetic operation, plus, minus, multiplication, you use arithmetic operator. If you want to put multiple conditions in conjunctions, and if you want to use multiple conditions for using and or not decision, you can use logical operator. And if you want to compare two or more than two objects, you can use relational operator. They are less than, greater than, equal to, not equal to. So here we are comparing two things, so we are using relational operator. So if you want to compare two variables, A and B, whether A is largest or B is larger, whether A is larger than B or B is larger than A, so you can compare it. If first number is greater than second number, the control comes here. The number is greater than, the number is greater than B. So here A is 40, B is 20. The condition is true, the control will come here. Suppose if this condition is, then A would check, here it is B. It's not an N step. So it's a B. If A compare with B, so the number A is less than B. But for this program, in this program, the control will come to this flow, because we have initialized A by 40 and B by 20. So here A is greater than B. So control will come here. The number A is greater than the number B. After that, else the number is equal to B. So you can design your program like this way also. And another case is you want to design your program like this way. Here A is 20, B is 40. So again it is checking A greater than B. So A is 20, B is 40. No. So it comes to the another options. If A less than B, so number A is less than, it is B. It is B, not N, it is B. If number A is less than B, yes, 20 is less than 40, so it comes here. And in third case, you can, these are the all test conditions. When you design your code for a apps, so you test all the conditions like this way. So there are three conditions, whether first number is greater than second or equal or less than. So you have to test all the three conditions like this. So when you test your program, you test all the three conditions. If you are not going to test all the three conditions, then your program is not trustworthy. Your program have chances of failure. Means there are debugs, errors in the programs. So maybe later on, during executions, it can fail also. So whenever you design your program, you have to test all the three conditions. And the third condition is maybe you are checking whether equal or not. Let A and B, you are taking 30-30. So here, first greater than no. So if we compare it, again, it is B less than no. So it comes here. Number A is equal to B. Now the output will be A is equal to. You were supposed to compare two numbers. The two numbers first could be first can be greater than second or less than second, or you can say or second is greater than first, or you can say both the numbers are equal. So for that you have to give all the three conditions. You have to test all the three conditions. So you can use else in your program. You can use else statement. You can take multiple decisions in your program. For that, you can use else construct in your code. In practical, when we need to test different conditions with different statements, multi-path decisions are involved. So that is called else-if ladder. Actually, multi-path decision means suppose uh, you have three sides of triangle. You want to check whether it is an equilateral, isosceles, you can use else-if ladder also. Like where you have to test multiple conditions, so you can use else-if ladder. Then we need else-if ladder statement. So how it is used? If this condition is true, then this statement will be executed. If this is false, then it will test this condition true, then this statement will be executed. If this condition is false, then condition 3 will be tested, and so on. And if third is false, you have another fourth condition, then this will be tested. If this is false, and so on, right? And in the last statement would be as last option would be as where you can put up default statement. If any one of them is good, then the control comes here. Right. In this example, we have multiple conditions. For such kind of program, you can use else-if ladder. Suppose you have to input the marks. If the marks are between 80 to 100, so you have to print grade A plus. If marks are between 75 and 80, 75 and 80 not 75 to 79 because for 80 so you are testing A plus. And for 70 to 74, you have to assign grade A. For 65 to 69, you have to assign grade B plus. For 60 to 64, you have to assign B minus. For 55 to 59, you have to assign grade B. For 50 to 54, you have to test for C plus. 45 to 49, you have to test for C. 40 to 44, you have to test for D. And for less than 40, means 0 to 39, the grade is F. Fail. How for multiple conditions, for such multiple condition, how else-if program is designed? See how. So here we have header file stdio. You know what is the meaning of std? Std stands for standard IO input output. Dot I stand for header file. Header files are always included above name. They are declared with hash keyword. Header files means these are the pre-processed, pre-compiled library. Whenever you see programs start compiling, the inbuilt functions are linked to these corresponding library. The for new means you want to use clear screen or get CS, you have to include for new function. So here you have declared a variable marks, which is of int data type. So you are asking from the user, please enter marks. So scanf for input, printf for output. Printf function is for output, scanf for input. Here, what is the syntax for input? Here we use format specification and then list of parameters. The format specification for int we use percentage string and ampersand is the address operator and marks is the variable. You are inputting the value. You are inputting the marks from the user and storing in the variable marks. Now here you are testing it. If marks greater than 100, then it is invalid marks because you are testing for 75 to 100. So you cannot enter the marks above 100. If you have entered 100, what will happen? So it will print this message invalid marks. Next, you were checking for 80 and greater than equal to 80 and 100, you have to use grade A plus. You have to assign a grade A plus. So here you are testing a condition marks between 80 and 100. So you can test it if the marks less than equal to 100. And here are two conditions. One is you are testing for above 80, and here you are testing for less than equal to 100. So there are two conditions. So you can, for compounding statement, you can use logical conjunctions. This is called logical AND operator. For AND, if both are the condition true, then this statement will be executed. Your grade is A plus. If any one of them is false, then the control comes in the else if block. So here, testing for this condition, if it is true, then this statement will be executed. Grade is A plus. If suppose this condition is false, then it tests for marks equal to 75. Or you can even test for marks greater than equal to 60, I think, and less than equal to 75. So you can test here for grade. You can print this statement, grade is A minus. If you look at for 75, you had condition A minus 75 to less than 80. So automatically for 80 to 100, it will test the above statement. For automatically, it will test here for 75 to 79. For 80, the control comes here. This statement will be executed, grade A minus. Then suppose if the marks are not between 70 to 74, the control comes here. Test for marks for 70. This 70 means here you are testing for 65, so automatically it will test for 66 to 70. This grade will be printed. If this condition is true, then this statement will be executed. Again, if this condition holds, means test for marks 65 to 69, then we will print grade B plus. And even if this condition is false, testing for 60 to 64, then it will print for grade B minus 1. Again, if this condition is false and testing for 55 to 59, then this statement will be executed, grade is B. If this condition is false, testing for 50 to 54, then this statement will be executed, grade is C plus. If this condition is false, testing for marks between 45 to 49, then grade C will be rendered. And testing for 40 to 44, grade D. Otherwise, testing for 0 to 39, then this F will be rendered. Get CS will hold the screen. Get CS comes in the polygon. So if you are entering your marks 78, so what will print? Test it 78. Marks 78 greater than 100, no. The control comes here. 7 marks greater than equal to 80, no. Marks less than equal to 100, yes, but it's not greater than 80 to control will not come here. Here, marks, it testing between 75 to 79 to control comes here. So this will be rendered. Grade is A, right? If you are putting 100, 120, so first condition would be false. So it will print marks should be less than or equal to 100. You see, for multiple conditions, you can use else if ladder. So there is one more statement that is known as switch statement. You can use switch also for multiple statements. So multi-way is a this switch statement is a multi-way decision statement. So you can evaluate it by using only a single variable. So switch. The syntax for switch statement is switch. Now this is expression. Expression could be a variable, constant, or any expression. So here, case will test for this expression, and then this statement will be executed. This block of statement will be executed. If the case statement match, this block of statement will be executed. Once it complete, so wherever it first break, so you will come out from this block. You will come out from the switch statement. Suppose if this choice does not match, then control comes here. If it does not match here, the control comes. If it is not a valid choice, then control goes to the default state. Default would be the last statement. In default, we do not use break state. In default, we do not use break state. So you can design multiple program by using switch statement, like day of week, or you want to if you have a choice, you can design calculator also for choice 1 2 3, add, subtract, multiply, divide. Yeah, you can do multiple menu type options. You want to select multiple variables are there. Like suppose you want to test vowel, digit, alphabet, uppercase, lowercase. You can decide as safe or switch statement. Also, it is your choice. You can use as safe or switch statement. But you must know how switch statement is used. So here, see, look at in the program how switch statement is used. So it is a program which tests you are entering a character, whether it is vowel or not. You know, vowels A, E, I, O, U, it could be a capital letter or it could be a small letter. In the main program, you have declared a variable char ch is a variable which is of data type char. It can hold only a single character. So you're asking the user input a character. So you are storing for character you use percentage %c in the format specifier. For integer you use percentage %t. For float you use percentage %m. For character you use percentage %c. Character means you can take only a single character. So ch variable is holding a single character. So in switch statement, this is an expression. Here, you're inputting a value to case matching the expression. CH is an expression or choice variable. So case statement will match whatever you have entered, whether you have entered A, small a, capital E, capital I, small I, O, U. So these are the conditions for vowels. If any one of the character A, E, I, O, U, whether it is in caps lock or small case, in caps lock or small case, it means uppercase or small case. If this statement will be executed, it is a vowel, and then break statement. In case if you have entered any other character, instead of A, E, I, O, U, so control goes to the default state. Okay. So control goes to the default statement. So it will print here. It is not a vowel. Suppose you have entered a character C. So C it will match A, E, I, O, U. It is not a vowel, so it will come here in default statement, and this default statement will be executed. The control of the program will come to the default statement. Default will be executed. Okay, this C is not a vowel. Yes, whatever you have entered C, it is not a vowel. So you can have multiple case choices in a single statement also. This is another program. See what would be the output. Here we have two variables, P and Q. P P is 50. We have given an initial value P to 50, Q to 50. Here we are comparing it. This is comparison operator. This is not a equal operator. This is double equal operator. This is known as comparison operator. In if statement, when we want to compare whether the two variables are equal or not, we use this equal operator. This is known as comparison operator. If you use here equal operator, equal operator, it won't compare it. It won't compare it. Means it won't compare it. The statement will not come to this block. So this double equal is a comparison operator. This is known as equal to operator. It comparing values of P and Q. So where P is 50, Q is 50. So this will get 50. So these are the option whether it is true, false, both. So it is true. The answer would be true. Here, in another statement, in another program, we have P80 and Q120. There are two variables, P and Q, both are in data type. So we are assigning integer value to P and Q. P is holding 80 and Q is holding 120. Means we have given initial value to P 80 and Q is 120. So there we are comparing it. If P greater than Q, P is 80, Q is 120. If it is true, then the control comes here. But it is false here, then control comes here. P less than Q, P less than Q, P80, it is less than, it is not an, it is Q. Here P is 80, less than 120. Yes, it is true. So control comes here. So what would be the output for this? The number P is less than the number Q. This would be the output. Number P is less than number Q. Let's look at these are the decision making statements you have seen in the slides. So, see what are the different kind of the decision making statement? You have used if else, nested else it like that. So what is the syntax for it? If we use condition, if this condition is true, then this block of statement will be executed. Whereas if and then put condition in parenthesis, if this condition is true, so this block will be executed. If it is false, else block will be executed. Nested if means if inside if. You can put another if inside a if. So for nested if, what is the syntax for nested if? If this condition X is true, then this block of X statement will be executed. As if condition Y is true, so this block of statement of Y would be executed. If it is false, then statement Z would be executed. And if this condition is false, then the control comes to the next. Decision control instructions in C, like if, else, which, they are necessary, essentials for controlling the flow of execution in C program. By using these statements, you can have flow of control of your program in your hand, because the way you want to execute your program, you can have flow of control of the program in your hand. You can put the condition according to your logic. They allow you to make a decision based on certain condition, and based on that condition you can execute different kind of blocks. We have different type of decision statement, A plus A, group of statement, and based on the condition of true or false you can use multiple decisions statements like else if ladder. Instruction in C are used to create efficient and effective programs that can be widely used in different kind of platform and OS. To write efficient and reliable program in C, it is essential to understand how decision-making statements are used effectively. If else if statement are two-way branching statement, whereas switches are multi-way branching statement. So you can use break statement like you have put a break statement at the end of the switch statement. Do you know what is the meaning of the break statement? When switch case is matched and after executed that case block of statement, so you come up from that case statement. So we put break statement. In looping statement like for loop, while loop, do while loop, we can use break continue statement. Or in looping statement, we can also put I'm telling you an example code. You want to check a number whether it is a prime number or not number. So it is not possible by using only a single condition because you know what are the prime number. The first prime number is 2. So you have to divide the prime number from 2 to till to till you have to check, you have to test the number for whatever you have entered it for. You have to divide the number. Suppose you want to check the number 19, whether it is a prime number or not. So you have to test the number to divide from 2 to till 19. From that range, if it is divisible, then it is not a prime number. But if it is not divisible from that number to that range, so for that range, you have to put the if statement inside a loop. Decision making statement are also used in looping statement, in loop statement also. Like you have to input a number, you want to print in reverse order, or you want to make a sum of digit. For that, you can put a condition if inside loop statement. As you know, while is called entry loop, do while is called exit loop. So on the basis of the conditions, while will test, while will execute block of statement, in do while it will test after execution of the statement. So even if the condition is false, the program will be executed at least once in do while loop. In looping statement, you have you need three statements. One is to initialize a loop, second is to test the loop, and third is to implement or decrement the loop. This loop counter here. For C language, you can refer these kind of loops. In today's lecture, we have seen decision making statement. What are the different type? How if as yesterday we will else if ladder or switch case we will use in our program. In lab session, we will make our programs by using these kind of decision making statements. Now you have any doubts, so you can ask. Any doubt regarding to the lecture or any kind of doubt you have in C language, so you can ask. anyone has a doubt, they can write. So far, you have seen input-output statement like printf, scanf for input-output, and you have seen decision-making statement. Even you have seen looping statement also. You can practice C language on any software like Wave, Turbo, VS Code. You can practice your C coding in any platform. Any doubt for today class or previous class or any kind of problem if you are facing in C? Have you noted whatever I have told you? Doubt regarding this topic. You know how to use printf statement, input statement, output statement. Do you know you what are the how variables are declared, how C program is saved, how it is compiled, how it is executed. Replied will only be after once the PPTs are over. After that, there will be a 5 to 10 minute session. You can ask that time. In between, I cannot reply. Once the lecture is over, then every in every lecture, I will ask you. Guidelines are always displayed on your screen whenever we start lectures. What if everyone is understanding about C? Everyone understands about C language, what is computer language, how to use it, what is the benefit of using language. If you have any problem or any kind of trouble you are facing or by learning or by understanding? Please ask. If you have any troubles in the yes, I will explain you loop also. I will explain you nested if also. In practical class, I will also explain you switch statement also. Yes, nested if I can explain you. See, suppose I will even in practical class, I will also explain you. Suppose you are inputting three sides. You want to test whether all the three sides of triangle are equal. Then you have to print it equilateral triangle. If three sides are not equal, any two sides are equal, so you have to print isosceles triangle. If none of them are equal, you have to print scalene triangle. So you can use nested if side A equal to side B and side B equal to side C. Is side 1, side 2, and side 2, side 3. If it is forced, then the control goes to else if. Like if side A equals side B or side A equals side C or side B equals side C. If any one of them is condition is true, then the control comes in this statement. Otherwise, control goes to else statement. You can use, you want to compare three number, you can use if A greater than B and A greater than C, do this. Else if B greater than C, do this or that. So you can use nested if you want to test whether you have entered a character, vowel, uppercase, lowercase. You can use nested. Lot of examples are there. Yes, I will explain you nested if in the practical classes. The teaching mode will only be in English, not in Hindi. This is the instructions.